Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another DevPro Duel video. Pendulum gadgets. At this moment, I think one of the best decks that can abuse the Pendulum mechanic by splashing everything to the field. Get all their searches off, spamming multiple exceeds and so on. I'm testing the 9 gadget build instead of 6. The deck is at 40, so not 45. I will explain a few things in the deck profile after the duels. Yeah, game 1. Okay, the first opponent is playing Pendulum Scraps. I believe the OCG build that's going around with Scrapcon. He doesn't open with the field spell, but he does open with Pendulum Dragon and Supply Unit. Supply Unit too good not to run these days in multiple decks. I'm also running 3 in gadgets. My opening hand is not that good. No gadgets, 2 supply units I believe, Mirror Force I think, and Phoenix Chain. I'm going to obviously chain my MST on the supply unit because supply unit needs to get destroyed. It's one of the cards you want to destroy as quickly as possible. Then I'm going to obviously Phoenix Chain his Chimera, not want to deal with Scrap Dragon. There goes the field, so he has a field and he also has the Pendulum mechanic in hand. The Pendulum summon both magicians. Then again no gadget, so I'm forced to pass again. And thanks to the field spell and thanks to Orthros, he gets his golem to the field, so I cannot do anything. He eventually goes for Scrap Twin, hopefully not targeting my prison. Obviously he does, so I'm not going to force that obviously. So I'm hoping that I finally draw a gadget, and I eventually do. So normal summon yellow and special summon Kage Tokage and also activate both my supply units. And because I have both supply units on the field, and the scrap factory is very important for scraps. I'm going to target scrap factory itself and destroy the field spell and get 2 draws off in the process. And thanks to Redux somewhat defense, then he makes a minor mistake. I see where he's going through. With floaters he can special summon his scrap twin from his grave, but he probably just should have destroyed the Orthros on the summon and not the scrap twin. Go for Golem and so on. And he again makes a minor mistake, go for Arc Knight, forgetting that the Redux is in defense, so I can capitalize on his mistake, go for my own Arc Knight. And eventually he gets a Pendulum summon off, a huge Pendulum summon, but bottomless Strapple, pretty much one of the best straps in the game at the moment, I think. So both his dragons are banished, are removed from the game, so I'm going to attack over his Goblin, dealing a lot of damage. And then main phase 2, go for Corn, eventually bypassing his field spell. Probably with both back row, I think I pretty much won the game. Although he ripped Scarecrow, so he still lives for another turn, but also I drew the MST, so I don't think he can make a comeback. Although he draws another Scrap Gong, so I'm forced to MST his field spell. But thanks to his Pendulum summon, he can special summon his Golem and go for Archfiend. So I lose my field, although get 2 draws off with Supply Unit. Supply Unit too good, and eventually he attacks into Mirror Force, and that's game over. So yes, a minor draw engine, smaller draw engine with the Supply Units. Next, the opponent is playing Blackwings. As you see, normal summon Shura set to back row. Looking at my hand, that's much better than before. So activate Supply Unit. Getting the 1-3 supply unit, too good in this deck not to run. I go for Arc Knight to bypass cards like Kalut, just in case he has Kalut, so he won't get the search off if he has the Kalut in hand. Also Mirror Force, so that's Mirror Force gone. He also plays Call of the Hunt, it's strange. He goes for Zerafine, good move, although unfortunately for him I do have the prison. And with my Pendulum mechanic set up, I can maybe overextend a bit. The Mirror Force again was kinda expecting, but not a big deal because of the Pendulum summon. So activate both magicians and go for the Pendulum summon. So special summon both gadgets in defense and the Pendulum Dragon from my extra deck, exceed for Gear Frame and go for Tin Goldfish. So pretty much setting up for next turn. Little he can do. He can Synchro Summon for Arm Twing, I believe it's called. But I don't think that matters too much. Go for Gorn, bypass a possible Kalut and deal 1000 damage in the process, and thanks to the Pendulum summon, special summon both gadgets, get their searches off, and eventually attack for game. So GG, Pendulum summon coming through. Next, Bujins, and this was eventually a nice game. He opens very good, I think with 2 tanky, Yamato, the hair setting up, the Mikazuchi searching off, I believe from the tanky, And my opening hand is not that great, so I think my only option here was to go for Excite and blow up the whole field. Yeah, pretty much hope for the best, and Excite is going through, so he loses hold his field, hold his field, and I have the Pendulum summon in, both magicians in hand. I keep the horn, I'm not going to horn his Hirume, I believe it's called, and he can make some minor mistake. He probably just should have searched out another Yamato, and Yamato discard something in the end phase and search out the Puja Incarnation. But yeah, again, Black Horn, I can capitalize on his play. So again, Pendulum summon both Dragon and eventually make Gear Gigant and attack for huge damage. Again, the possibility of Mirror Force or Torrential it's not that important, because as you see, I still have my Pendulum summon for the turn, so I just summon back my Pendulum Dragon, especially summon the Fortress in hand and make Gear Gigant search out Tin Blade Goldfish again. So it doesn't really matter if in this case, this scenario, the opponent has Torrential, Needle Sealing or Mirror Force, since you can easily spam everything back to the field thanks to your Pendulum summons. And this is pretty much game over. I can go for Arknight, I can go for the Ragnar Zero, I believe it's called, and yeah, eventually go for Dracossack, pop the Tanky and then deal 1000 damage and Pendulum summon my gadget and attack for a game. A little bit overkill, didn't need to do that at the end. Next, Gimmick Puppets. Gimmick Puppets, they've got some nice support. I've been playing a few builds. They can, with Chaos Exceed and so on, it's pretty decent actually. Much better than before. Again, look at my opening hand, not that great. I do play 9 gadgets, only a 40 card build, and then not opening with the gadget. That sucks. So I only have one Magician in hand. Maybe the Pendulum summon can happen in a few turns. So finally drawn to the gadget, normal summon the green, special summon the Kage, not going to wait. First going to attack over his puppet, and then the reason why I MST here, because when I normal summon my gadget, my opponent was thinking activating one of his traps, one of his back rows to negate the summon. You can see when your opponent has something to negate the summon, and eventually when the summon goes through. And because of that, the read, you can say, I was pretty sure, I was 99.9% sure my opponent had warning at that moment, and that's why I activated MST on the first set, since again, most of the time their first set is the better card, and that's why I MST his first set, and indeed it was a warning. It probably in the end it didn't really matter, but yeah, I think it's just not his mistake. It's just I think it's the same as in real life. So he only has one back row, and I go for Direwolf to destroy his one back row. Is possible defense again against the huge Pendulum summon. So Pendulum summon both dragons, make Arknight and attack for a game. So yeah, I don't know if it's cheating or not. Yes, it's just reading your opponent, thinking if he should activate his set card or not. So yeah, nonetheless GG. Next. Yes, Sabers, but he's playing United We Stand, and I don't know, not that great of a card in today's metagame. So eventually, obviously Goldfish into Gear Gigant, and then activate Pendulum Dragon to search out the Chronomancy. Pretty much a very good opening move. He random MSTs my horn, a nice hit. He takes 1k damage. Again, the possibility of him having the Mirror Force set. So that's why I'm going to exceed my my corn in defense and deal 1000 damage, just in case. And again he goes for the Pashul, again a strange move. He probably just should have went for Dark Soul, since Dark Soul is pretty much the core of the deck. Obviously going to finish in his Yunlei, don't want to lose both my back row. Drawn to another Pendulum Dragon, so that's pretty sweet. Going to search out the other Magician in a moment. Here I was thinking maybe I should go for Arknight, but I didn't want to waste my Arknight just yet. That's why I went for King of the Feral Imps to search out the Kage from my deck. And with the Pendulum summon pretty much ready for next turn, I think keeping the Arknight was the better play. So I draw into the Mirror Force, activate both Magicians, and then normal summon the gadget and special summon Kage. Then I'm going to exceed for Ragnar Zero, so his Star Eater was boosted up, so I'm going to destroy it with Ragnar 0 and get a draw off, maybe draw into another monster, and then yeah, obviously use my Pendulum Summon, spam everything to the field, and attack for game. So GG. The last duel of the video, my opponent is playing Lightsworn, and he mills already Light and Dark, so of course is gone. That's already something nice to know. Again, I go for Ragnar 0 because the Raiden, the Lightsworn monster, has a boost. And here I make a minor mistake. What I should have done was, instead of special summoning the Redux, I should have activated the Redux to special summon the green gadget from Grave, and eventually make Gear Gigant X to search out the Tin Blade Goldfish from my deck. That was a much better move. And he the Black Rose was obviously coming, and before synchroing for Black Rose, he activated the effect of Raiden, so I can chain my Ragnar 0's effect, get a draw off, then activate my second pair of Magicians, again go for the Pendulum Summon, special summon both Magicians, not that important, an extra wall. Then yeah, with Arknight, take control, or at least yeah, put it as an Exceed material and put the Redux in defense. Then he's going to destroy my Arknight, and here it was so obvious that he had the monster reincarnation in hand, so that's why I did not activate my bottomless trap, while hoping that he would destroy my MST with Lila and not the bottomless, so I could bottomless the Judgment Dragon. And eventually, obviously, he targets my my bottomless, so I lose my whole field, and my only hope here is that Redux survives, so I can still go for a game with obviously the Gaga Cowboy. So Redux reborns a gadget from Grave and Cowboy for game. So this was actually one of the better games I had with the deck. So GG, let's see the deck list. Okay, 9 gadgets because of the Pendulum Summon. It's a lot like Ultimate Offering, but a minor small difference is that Ultimate Offering can be used multiple times per turn, while the Pendulum Summon is only once per turn and only with the gadget in your hand at that moment. Supply unit, as crazy as it is, it's too good not to run at 3 in this deck. The card is becoming a problem, and people are getting to know it and start splashing it in pretty much every deck. There are still a few cards that like to main deck, like the Machina cards, Gearframe and Fortress. A bit too good not to run, it seems, with the Pendulum Summon, equals a free Fortress for example. Traptrix is also gimmicky when, for example, special summon with the Pendulum Summon, it will get its MST effect, so all good options. At the moment the deck is at 40 cards. It might be strange that the deck runs 9 gadgets and is only at 40 cards, because people like to play more than 40 cards if they play the 9 gadget engine. 6 gadgets seems more suitable with a 40 card deck. But the Pendulum mechanic changes that, I think. You can pretty much spam your whole field. Ultimate Offering is banned for a reason, and now with the Pendulum Summon the deck has found a replacement. Other few deck cards that you can run are, for example, Berman and Gale for tuners, and put Black Rose and Leo in your extra deck, just giving you more options to work with. Okay, that's it guys, thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lead them signing out. Peace.